As president, my highest and most solemn duty is the defense of our nation and its citizens. Last night, at my direction, the United States military successfully executed a flawless precision strike that killed the #1 terrorist anywhere in the world, Qasem Soleimani.
What you're seeing right now is an announcement from January 3rd, 2020, in which the United States President Donald Trump announces that the U.S. has conducted a drone strike that killed Iranian military leader Qasem Soleimani. Qasem Soleimani was an Iranian military officer who served in the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps from '98 until his assassination in 2020. He was commander of the Quds Force, a division primarily responsible for extraterritorial and clandestine military operations. So, a big shot. If you guys happen to be on Twitter this day, I know I was, and it was a total shit show, right? Most days are on Twitter anyway, but this one was particularly hysterical, all types of talks about World War III and things like that. Bunch of stuff that never came true, but you might ask yourself, what does this possibly have to do with some Tinder thought trying to kill somebody? Well, say less. 21-year-old woman stabs date during sex as revenge for 2020 killing of Iranian general. So someone tagged me in this over on the Bird app, and as soon as I saw this, I said, man, I have just got to share this with the fellas. If you guys are new, make sure you subscribe right now, or else you have a very high chance of having a small dick. And also, turn on your goddamn notifications so that you can be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. And last but not least, of course, watch the entire video. Don't be a bitch. Now, fellas, trust me when I say that this is a pretty crazy story. There's a lot of twists and turns that come up in here, but before we even get into it, let's just go back for a moment and do a quick visual analysis, why don't we? I was able to find some pictures of the suspect out there on the internet through extensive research methods, and as you can see right here, you know, if you were to match with her on Tinder, yeah, you know, sign me right up. There's nothing wrong with this. We got the red hair, they, them look going on in this picture, right? Yas, queen, slay. Then here she's chilling on this red sports car, which I'm sure she probably doesn't own. This picture actually kind of gives me like Dubai vibes, you know what I mean? And we all know what goes down in Dubai, right, fellas? And if you don't, feel lucky for that. But yeah, going through the pictures here, you would never think that this is the type of person that's going to be setting you up to tie you up to a bed and stab you in the side of the neck, as we'll get to in a moment. But I did notice something about her appearance I would like to point out here, okay? I mentioned this to you guys on Twitter. I actually got her mixed up for somebody else. So if you put this picture over here next to this picture of Mia Khalifa, well, I'm just going to say, I thought they were the same person. I thought Mia Khalifa got arrested, all right? That's what I thought happened. But apparently, I'm a racist for saying that, as some people on Twitter pointed out. And to that, I would like to respond. Do not let my scholarly knowledge of Mia Khalifa's portfolio be confused for racism out here in the year 2022, okay? Also, stay mad about it, ACAB Emily. Anyway, here we go. A woman stabbed her date whom she had met online in retaliation for the 2020 death of the Iranian military leader killed in an American drone strike, police said. The woman, aged 21, has been charged with attempted murder, battery with a deadly weapon, and burglary. Her and the man met online on a dating website, the police wrote in the arrest report. The pair then agreed to meet at the Sunset Station Hotel in Las Vegas on March 5th, renting a room together. That dude was probably like, yup, it's in the bag, right? If you're renting a room with somebody on the first date, fellas, you know it's pretty much a done deal at that point. But you're going to learn very soon here why you should never, A, get a room with someone on the first date, and B, if you do not let them tie you up and blindfold you, because that is exactly what ended up happening. And had he not agreed to that, this may have been preventable. So here we go. This is the craziest part right here. Ready? Get ready for this. While the two were engaged in sexual acts, she reportedly stabbed the victim twice in the neck. The report says he was blindfolded at the time. The victim did not go to the hospital for stab wounds. The victim felt a pain in his neck and pulled off the blindfolds and realized that he had been stabbed in the neck. The report says he shoved her off of him and yelled, "What are you doing?" She said she was sorry and ran from the hotel room. The victim then called 911. So, wow. There is a lot to unpack with this. First of all, how are you going to stab somebody when they're blindfolded, tied up to the bed, right? You got like the cleanest shot you will ever have in your life, all right? Plus, he's expecting to get laid, right? It's not even like he's tied up and restrained in a way where he's trying to escape. He's loving it, right? He's a willing participant in this. As you're probably sitting on his you know what. And you're so bad at killing people. How can you be so bad at killing people that A, they don't even have to go to the hospital, B, he can shove you off of him still and literally ask, what are you doing after you get stabbed in the neck? Like, if it was a good stab, guys, you wouldn't even be able to talk after this, you know what I'm saying? And then he just got up and left. What? I have so many questions. Did she stab him with a fucking plastic knife from the school cafeteria or something? I don't understand how you can stab somebody in an area that really should kill you, and then this dude just got up and was totally fine. Mind-blowing that your melee skills are that bad. She should have brought the Cali sticks from Modern Warfare. That would have done the trick, right? I also don't understand why when he got up and asked her, what are you doing? That must have been a really awkward moment, right? That she just stood there and said sorry and then ran. Like, what is this? I thought you were trying to get revenge. How are you going to say you're sorry after you already tried to kill somebody? You think he's just going to be like, oh, no, it's cool. Yeah. Sit back down on my dick, please. She reportedly stabbed the man in the neck for, quote, revenge against U.S. troops for the killing of Qasem Soleimani in 2020, the police wrote in a report. U.S. forces killed Soleimani, a top general in Iran's military, in a drone strike in January of 2020. Soleimani headed the Expeditionary Quds Force of Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps, responsible for the Islamic Republic's foreign operations. The strike drew a vow of crushing revenge from Iran. Yeah, I don't think this is what they had in mind, fellas. I think Soleimani's probably over there laughing from the grave at this fucking idiot. After the stabbing, the man pushed her off of him and ran out of the room to call 911. She also ran out of the room, telling a hotel employee that she had just stabbed a man. So she's even snitching on herself, right? This is just like the worst executed crime ever. Not that you should strive to execute any crime, but if you're gonna do it, jeez, figure out a better way than this. A total botchery. This part confuses me even more. She told the police that she wanted to hurt the victim but not kill him. She also told police she decided she wanted to take revenge before the victim picked her up and after she listened to a song called Gravedigger. She said it gave her motivation. After she stabbed him, she ran from the room and into the hotel stairwell where she used the hotel phone and told the hotel staff she just stabbed a man. Security made contact with her. When police arrived, she told them the pink knife she used was in the stairwell. Even her knife was pink too. Wow. Yas, queen. Girl power. Good shit. Now, I wanted to hear this song that she was listening to that she says motivated her to do this, but when I enter in Gravedigger onto Spotify, I found over, let's see here, there's about 150 songs called Gravedigger on Spotify here. So I don't know which one she was listening to, but be interested to find out because I have a feeling that most other people who have listened to that song maybe didn't attempt to do something like this. Just a thought. Anyway, this Tinder thought is now in jail on a $60,000 bond, which to me, for attempted murder, that seems awfully low. I thought it would be like at least $1 million. No, I mean, you stab somebody in the neck when they were tied up. It's bloody, you know? I don't know. She's going to face a judge on March 24th, 2022. So if there are any notable updates in this case, I will be sure to update you guys as appropriate. Make sure you follow me on Twitter to get those updates if they're not video worthy. They might not be. The story itself is pretty crazy, but make sure you follow me over there. Well, fellas, that is about enough goddamn internet for one day. That was just crazy. So what did we learn today, guys? If you match with a girl on Tinder and she's down to get a room night one and you don't know her, and she wants to tie you up, blindfold you, I'm gonna go with no, right? Okay, give it a couple of times before you end up going that route, especially in Vegas, bro. Vegas is wild. You don't know what you're gonna get into out there. I just watched Don't Fuck with Cats on Netflix like a couple of weeks back, and this gave me heavy memories of that documentary. If you guys have seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. In serious now, I'm glad this guy is okay. I mean, that must have just been a terrifying experience, right? Especially in such stark contrast to what he thought was gonna happen. Well, maybe it did sort of start happening already. I don't know exactly how far things went, but yeah, good thing he's all right, honestly, because dude, getting stabbed in the neck, if that knife slipped 1 inch left or right, he could have been a goner instantly. He wouldn't have been getting up, yelling anything, asking any questions. So glad he's okay. Glad this woman's in jail. I think the bond should have been a little bit higher. What do you guys think, right? I'm sure the fellas have a whole lot to say about all this. and I look forward to reading your comments as always. If you guys enjoyed the video or were absolutely horrified by it, then do not forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome, amazing videos just like this. Turn on your goddamn notifications so that you can be part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. Special thank you to my channel members as always for your extra support. It is very much appreciated, and you guys are the true MVPs. Check out Defy merch down below. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and my second channel. Links to everything is in the description, and I will see you dudes in the next video. Love you, bye. Stay safe, fellas. For real.
As long as you let me